Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're here for the first time. Today I'm going to be doing another, I guess this is like a bake with me, but we're not actually baking anything. We're just going to make treats for Galentine's tonight. Instead of having Bible study, we're doing a little Galentine's night, and so I'm planning on making a couple of treats to bring, and I thought it would just be fun to make a video out of this and show you guys what I make and how I make it. So the first thing I'm going to make is chocolate covered strawberries, but they're in the shape of hearts. I'll put the picture here of what the inspo is, and I think I saw this on Pinterest and it just looked so cute and easy and adorable, and a way to really elevate your chocolate covered strawberries and make them more cutesy and girly. So I'm really excited for that. And then the second thing that I'm going to make is heart-shaped cookie dough, and basically it's like edible cookie dough that you cut into hearts and then you dip them in chocolate and put some sprinkles on top, and they just look so cute and adorable. I'll put a picture of that here too, of the inspiration, so I'm hoping mine turn out as good. But I'm really excited to make these and bring you guys along for the journey. So I think I'm gonna start with the chocolate covered strawberries, but the first thing I'm actually gonna start with is I'm gonna put our flour for the cookie dough hearts. It needs to be heat treated because I think like bacteria and stuff can grow in flour. So we're just going to measure out the amount that we need, put it on a baking sheet, and then we're gonna put it, I have it preheating to 350. We're gonna put it in the oven just for 5 minutes and take it out, and then it'll be fine. I've already washed my strawberries, and this is what I use. This is from Trader Joe's, and it's just a vegetable and fruit natural wash. I saw on TikTok the best way to store your strawberries is to put them in a mason jar. If you get them from Aldi, because Aldi's produce goes bad super quick, they usually last like 2 or 3 days, which is where I got these from. But if you get them, do what I said, wash them, dry them off, and put them in a mason jar, they last like 2 to 3 weeks before they get moldy. So that's what I did last night. Went ahead and cleaned these, and we are going to take these out. I'm gonna dry them off again just to be sure, because you need them to be completely dry in order for the chocolate to stick to them. So we're gonna do that, and I'll show you what I'm doing along the way, but I'm gonna go ahead and grab my cutting board. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take our strawberry and we're going to cut out a circle in the top of it where the green part is, like that. Okay, and then we're going to slice our strawberry in half and then cut a little bit further. It's a little wonky, but it works. Let me cut a little bit more on this side. You know, we'll get the gist of what we're trying to do. Do a little V in the top right here. Okay, and there we have it. There's one, well, 2 different ones, but one strawberry comes out with those 2. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do the rest. I will say these aren't the best strawberries, but this is the last one they had at the store, literally the last pack of strawberries. So we're just working with what we got. Okay, now that we have all of them cut, which they look so cute, I feel like you could just leave them like this and they would be cute. But now we're going to melt our chocolate. So if you're a college girl or if you're right off college, you may have these exact bowls that I'm going to use, and I use these all the time. These are from Target, but I think they have them at Walmart too, and I use these so much to help me with like ingredients and baking and melting things. So we are going to melt our chocolate chips. I have these are from Aldi, Baker's Corner. Milk chocolate chips. You could use semi-sweet or you could use dark chocolate if you prefer, but I'm gonna use milk chocolate. I'm gonna melt all of these, and then I do have another bag too for the cookie dough hearts, but I'm gonna wait on those. So I'm gonna melt all of this, and we're just gonna open the bag. Let me grab scissors and pour it into our bowl. And you can burn chocolate if you don't know that, and once chocolate is burned, there's like no going back, and it just gets this terrible texture. It's just like clumpy. So anyway, the key to not burning your chocolate is to heat it up for 30 seconds at a time. And I think these only take like twice heated up for 30 seconds, at least in our microwave. So I'm gonna do that. Heat it for 30 seconds, take it out, stir it, put it back in, 30 more seconds, stir it. And if it's not ready still, then put it back in for one more time, and then it should be good. Okay, our chocolate's ready, and I think I was mistaken because it took 3 times putting it in for 30 seconds, and it looks so good and just the perfect texture. The recipe that I'm using called for like wooden little sticks, like cake pop sticks, but these are wooden, and you just would pop it into the bottom and then use it and dip it the top of the heart in. But I am just going to use my hands for that because I just didn't want to buy sticks. It felt wasteful. And I'm also going to take these off of the cutting board and put them in a bowl, and then once I dip them, I'm going to put them back on the cutting board, but I'm just going to add some parchment paper. So I feel like anytime I've dipped anything in chocolate and, you know, need it to harden, I always put it on parchment paper because it never gets stuck. These are so freaking cute. I'm obsessed with them. Here's the final result of these. They're so adorable. I love them so much. And this is how much chocolate I have left. So I feel like if you were just making these and you have about the same amount of strawberries that I had, then you could probably melt like half the bag and it would be fine. But I'm gonna use the rest of that and a little bit more chocolate for the cookie dough hearts. These are so cute though. I'm obsessed. Low-key look like shark's teeth though. Especially that one. Okay, so I just put those in the fridge, and they can basically just stay there until you're ready to serve them. So I'm gonna keep them in there until tonight. And now we're gonna make our cookie dough hearts. This one is a little bit more involved, and it does say to mix the dough with your hands, but if you have long nails, you know, like that would be just so terrible. Everything would get stuck under my nails. I also just feel like that's kind of gross. So I'm gonna use my KitchenAid mixer. Hopefully it's the same. I feel like it's not really gonna make a difference. But I am going to read the ingredients real quick, and then we're gonna go ahead and make them. So we have our flour already heat treated, which is right back there, and I bought these heart-shaped cookie cutters because I didn't have any. I got these at Michael's the other day, and they were $7, but they were half off. This calls for 1 cup of heat treated flour, and then separate from that, 2 tablespoons heat treated flour, half a teaspoon of baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, half a cup of butter, which is 1 stick of butter, 6 tablespoons sugar, 6 tablespoons brown sugar, half teaspoon vanilla extract, and I will be using this vanilla paste from Trader Joe's instead of vanilla extract, and it's just a 1-to-1 ratio. 2 to 3 tablespoons of water, 1 cup semi-sweet chocolate chips, and 2 cups of milk chocolate chips. And then it says optional sprinkles, and I was so happy that they had these at Walmart today. I put in a grocery order last night because today's Monday, and they had these and it said limit per customer 1, and they're so cute though. There's little hearts, and then there's just these little tiny balls, and I thought this would just be the perfect little touch on top of the cookie dough hearts. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Basically, you combine all of the ingredients together and then add a little bit of water, 1 tablespoon at a time if necessary, just to get the texture, desired texture consistency. Then we lay a piece of parchment paper on a cutting board or a baking sheet. I'm probably gonna use baking sheet since I just put my big cutting board in there. Place the dough on there until it is 1/2 inch in thickness, and then refrigerate it, and then we're gonna cut it out with our cookie cutters and then dip it in chocolate. So let's go ahead and start with mixing everything together. We're gonna put this in the fridge for 20 minutes and then we'll take it out and cut the hearts. Okay, it's been 20 minutes. While I was waiting on the cookie dough to harden, I was making this little like snack mix that Drew's grandma has made for him in the past, and I had it there one year at their house and it was so good. So I was making this for Drew to kind of snack on throughout the week. I was just gonna show you guys because it looks so good. It's basically just Cheez-Its, which we like cheddar jack, thin pretzel sticks. I didn't intentionally get thin, that's just the kind they had. Dry ranch mix, and then butter. And you just mix it all together, put it on a sheet pan, bake it in the oven, and I'm kind of just winging it. I'm not really going by a recipe. So I'm putting this to the side, but our cookie dough is ready to be cut and then dipped in chocolate. So I am going to go ahead and get our chocolate ready. This has kind of hardened a little bit from earlier, and I'm also gonna add some more chocolate to it. This is just another of the same kind. And I think I'm gonna do like half of the bag, and then we could always add some more if we need. So I'm gonna go ahead and melt this and then get our cookie dough out of the fridge. Here are the little heart shapes. I don't know if you can see with me in the background. So we have this one and this one that's kind of like weird. And then we have this little like regular heart. So I'm gonna be using the little normal one, but I'm gonna rinse it off real quick. So our chocolate is ready, and I am going to cut out our cookie dough hearts, and then we're gonna go ahead and dip the ones that are ready and put the sprinkles on them immediately before the chocolate hardens. And it'll harden kind of more quickly depending on how cold your dough is. So then we will kind of reshape the dough and roll it back out so that way we can use the rest of it for more hearts. There's just a little bit of cookie dough left, so you know what this means. We're gonna taste test it and see how it is. I am shocked. This tastes really, really similar to regular cookie dough. I mean, it tastes like normal cookie dough. I would never know that it wasn't bakeable, and it's super good. That makes me really excited for how they're gonna taste later. Here is what our hearts look like. They look so cute, just like this. I feel like if you wanted to keep them like this, you could just like drizzle chocolate over it and then pour some sprinkles. That would be really cute too, but I'm gonna go ahead and dip them and then sprinkle them with sprinkles, and then we'll be done. Here are our hearts. They are so freaking cute and adorable. I'm obsessed with them, and I'm gonna try a bite of one now, just because we have to have a taste test to see if they actually turn out good and are worth making. Okay, we're gonna see how it tastes. That is so good, dangerously good. Here's what the middle looks like. It is so delicious. I can't resist. I'm gonna go ahead and eat the rest of it. I'm currently doing a calorie deficit. If you watch any of my other what I eat a day videos, and this is quite literally detrimental for that, but worth it. This is so delicious, and it's really good with milk chocolate too. I'll give these a 9.5 out of 10. I'm gonna put both the recipes down below, but if you need a Galentine's treat for anything upcoming, if you have any Galentine's parties or just Valentine's parties, you should make these cookie dough hearts. They are so incredibly good, so cute too, and I feel like you could do them so many different ways and make them unique and add your own little touch. That's gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so appreciative of you being here. I hope that maybe you're inspired to make these as well, or that you just enjoyed watching me make them. I wish I could hand you one of each right through the camera so you could try them too, but go ahead and like this video and subscribe if you aren't already, and I can't wait to see you guys next time, and hope you have a wonderful Valentine's Day. Bye.